Ho! So we are here getting ready for our 420 chat. It is 4:19. We were on time. Hey da, hey da, hey da, hey da, hey da, hey da, hey da. So we got 3 people in. Welcome. We're getting ready for our guided meditation. But first, if you got a bowl or a joint or a bong, feel free to join us. Anna's in here. And sorry, guys, I am too far away from I cannot read the commentary, so.
James Jacobson and Jim the Trucker are here.
Hey, Jim and James. I'm glad you made it, James. Well, you too, Jim, but James had some blibbits. And I don't have any moderators in here, so.
Jackson.
What? Jackson? How you doing, man? Glad you made it. I was surprised when I saw you were subscribed to me, Jackson. Is your dad around? Tell him I said, Hoka, hey.
We needed him today.
Yeah, we needed your dad today. You too, Jackson. You need to start learning them songs. Yeah. Going in the lodge, helping your dad sing.
This wasn't signed.
What's good out?
You weren't signed in.
I told you to sign in on that for yourself.
Oh, it was me. I was signing in as you. Okay. I'll sign in with me. I'm on here already.
So how has everybody's week been going? It's been a rough one. Just watching the news. Another mass shooting going on in Texas, and then we got some we got a hurricane coming through by the Bahamas and the Florida, the Puerto Rico get hit, Dominican Republic. I was seeing that it was going through that area. I didn't know exactly where it went. Anybody got anything?
Hey, boy, bits. I'm trying to pull the laptop up, which is why I can't say hi in the chat.
All the flies that should have been killed are all in my hair.
I think they like the water.
So how's everybody's week? Anything in particular somebody wants to talk about? Somebody wants to go and somebody wants to let go of, they want to process, something happened, something, just somebody cuts you off in traffic. You're just pissed off about it. We're going to smoke up here. First, we start by, just getting somebody's got. You want to give somebody else a moderator? Should I do that?
You have to do that, but I can come and do that for you if you don't like.
Oh!
My lighter died, so I needed to grab another one.
Something just poked me really bad in the foot.
To make little bits one.
Okay. That's not that. It felt like one of those goat heads, but I don't see it around here.
Okay, I added one more.
So the moderators just help Anna out. She's running around trying to watch the house and make sure girls are okay and everything is working out. So if we get any trolls in here, somebody just, I don't see why we would. This is not exactly
It's not really trollable.
troll stuff.
You just put him to sleep.
Yeah, Jackson, this isn't what this is about, buddy. This is people coming in here to hang out and see what we're doing. I appreciate you being in here. But that's not what we're doing here, buddy. I'll go on a live chat and then you can talk and be goofy and silly and all that stuff. So I'm gonna do a check here. Can anybody hear this? Or can everybody hear this? If you can give me a 1, taking it all the way out to the end, that'd be great. The chime that I use. It goes all the way to the end, so right about there is the end. If you can hear that good, otherwise I'll change speakers and I'll change the format that we're using here. Good. Cool.
So people can hear you. Tucson Lori is here. I said trolls are welcome to come take a load off.
Trolls are welcome. Absolutely. This is for everybody. So anything on anybody's weakness, something they want to discuss or talk about? How's the music? So I kind of got the music next to the chime. I'll move the music over here. So give me a 1 for the, if you can hear the music, but it's not too loud. And now here's the chime.
Can you still hear the chime? I guess that's the question.
Can you still hear the chime with the music? Cool. All right, we're going to finish this bowl up and then we're going to get started. So when we do this, we want you to find someplace comfortable, wherever you are. There's no rules here. There's no rules for you have to sit or you have to stand or you have to do any of those. What about Laluz? Do you want to send him a text? So wherever you're comfortable, you want to sit. I'm sitting on the ground. Sometimes I have yoga blocks behind me so that I got something to kind of brace. I like to sit up straight and try to get your core going. But, we live in this world and a lot of times we end up slouching or, going like this. And so I want to make sure that I'm sitting straight as much as possible. Make sure you can sit in a chair. You can lay in bed if you need to. You can lay on the couch. This is all about being comfortable. So I'm going to pause this music because it's kind of part of the timing too. And of course, with technology, nothing's going to work right. It's going to keep playing. So make yourself comfortable. I have a glass of water. I usually have some kind of water near me just because you just want to make sure you're clear and the water that helps with that life force energy that we're going to be bringing in. So have water. You can have coffee, but coffee's gonna it's gonna make you dehydrated. So we want to be as open as we can and opening up that pineal gland and that starts before we get here, before we do any kind of meditation. So your pineal gland, one of the things that clogs it the most, I think, is fluoride, isn't it? Fluoride. What?
So I don't know if you can see it. Lincoln Santino entered, and Biblet said that it was really hot this morning, and then he went for a dip in the pool, and now this is perfect.
Cool. I'm glad it's working for you. And you've helped us out, Biblet, so I'm hoping that you can get, you showed support for the work that we do, and I hope that you can get something from this. This is my way of, when we said we pay it forward, this is what we do. So I'm not a shaman, and I'm not a roadman, and I'm not a medicine man, and I'm not all those kind of tags. but I do have some things that I've worked with other people, other practitioners, medicine people, healers, and we've come up with I've come up with this meditation that we help get rid of the static. So think of your TV and think of your TV back in the day. Remember the old tube TVs where you'd fall asleep, you wake up at 2 a.m. and be going, have all that white noise in the background. Well, that white noise is static, and that's the same thing that's caused by us, trying to keep up with all this that's going on around us. We did some news articles. We do some news reviews on Anna's channel, and some of that stuff is pretty heavy. And so this is a way for us to be able to smooth out that energy and to be able to go ahead and clear our minds, even if it's just for a little bit of time, just so that we can just feel like we got, that we're human again, I guess. So you got my bowl. I don't know how Anna's doing. What you doing?
I'm about halfway. Too.
I'm about halfway there. So,
I texted La Luz. We'll see.
So
he didn't text back. So
water or something to drinks as we go through this. It's only going to be about 20 minutes, 25 minutes, but it's good for us to be able to, like that water. It's comforting, even if it's anything else. So. All right, guys. I'm not really completely done, but we're going to go ahead and get started here. So make sure you're comfortable, however you need to do that. If you have your feet down, if you're laying straight out, or if you're hanging down off a chair, if they're folded underneath you like I am. And we start by taking this is the breathing that we're going to be doing. So we take a deep breath. We take it in through our nose and breathe it out through our mouths. We don't have to do there's no rules to this. There's no right or wrong. It's whatever you're comfortable doing. These are just suggestions that I do that'll help us, because we're going to try to ease our chakras and our energy. So take a deep breath in and exhale. And when we're breathing in, we're bringing in that life force energy. And when we're exhaling that dark energy. We're getting away from us. The energy that just doesn't serve us anymore. So the energy cannot be created or destroyed. Energy can only be moved. So you're not doing anything with this energy. Same as the smudge. I don't know if everybody noticed, but I got a little bit of sage here. And my big. I roll it up in a ball like this. I drop it in my smudge, my shell. And then I got a little bit of ground up cedar that I put in here also. So I got sage and cedar, ground up cedar inside of my smudge bowl, and then I just use my torch and I light it up. So while you're smudging, the smudging part is actually something that's like a cleansing, and it's been scientifically proven that cedar is an antimicrobial. So you can actually use cedar to physically clean yourself. And a lot of times we use the smudge just to get ourselves in a mindset, sets that intention of what we're doing, what we're getting into. So we're going to do the breathing. Breathe in, breathe out. And when you breathe out, I want you to be very, very intentional with that breath. And see how that even moves the smoke here. You can't really just get anything done by just, you got to use that intention to get that dark energy away from you. So we take a deep breath in, and we breathe out. Now, for advanced people that do advanced meditation or advanced people or practitioners of energy work, you can do a 4-4-4-4 breathe. So you're taking breath in for 4, you're holding it for 4, you're breathing out for 4, and you're holding nothing for 4. And it looks something like this. 3, 4, hold it. 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, and hold nothing. 2, 3, 4. So it's just going to take take some practice. And when you're outside of this meditation, you can practice that in breathing in for 4, holding it for 4, 2, 3, 4, exhaling for 4, 3, 4, and holding nothing for 4. In each one of those cycles, you should be able to do 4 of those cycles during the one time that you hear the chime. So I've studied all over. I've studied different religions and different practitioners and different ways of viewing the world. Technically, um, if you look at the legal definition of religion, it's how a group of people explain the world. So religion is all around. And I worked with Buddhists, done some work with Buddhists, and done some work with Ayurvedic healers. You know what I found out, that a lot of this is the same. It's all the same. So it's all energy and it's all intention. So the chime is a Buddhist tool that they use, and I use it because it just helps us activate that. So let's get comfortable. We got the chime, we got the different components that we're going to use here. I want everybody to take a deep breath in. Breathe in and breathe out. Now I want you to start wiggling your toes, and I want you to start moving your feet around and start moving your ankles and even your calf muscles. You can't work one part of your body and not have the other ones being affected. So move your calf muscles, your toes, wiggle all that around. And as we do this, I want you to pay attention to any discomfort or any pain, anything that doesn't feel right in your body. I want you to focus on it while we're doing this. So you're moving your calf muscles and you're moving your legs, moving your knees back and forth and up and down. And we're going to kind of rock in our chairs now because we're getting into our thighs and our thigh muscles and our glutes back here. This is our largest muscle group. So I want you to take a deep breath in. I want you to hold it, hold it, hold it, and release. So what we're doing on the release is all that energy. That's our largest muscle group. So we're going to tense that up and we're going to tighten it up. And with the chime and the release, it activates in our mind to just let go. So that's what the chime is doing for us. It's helping us to do that release of that energy. So one more time, take a deep breath in. We're going to tighten our glutes up and our thighs. This whole area from our knees to like the middle of our stomach area. We're going to tighten all that up. Take a deep breath in. Tighten, tighten, hold, 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 and release. So I want you, now we're in our base chakra. Let's move our hips around and our stomach. And like I said, we can't move one part of our body without, all the rest of the body moving. So don't be afraid to just move around and, wiggle around a little bit in your chair. And remember, pay attention to any discomfort that you might have. We're going to get into our sacral area, and now I want you to take your arms and spread them all the way out to the side as far as you can, and even open up your fingers and spread your fingers around. You can't see my hand in the light over here, but my fingers are spread as far as I can. And I always knock something over. So let's move forward like you're doing a breaststroke and big wide circles. Make big wide circles with your arms, as big as you can, and bring them back as far as you can and go forward. Remember to breathe while you're doing this. Breathe in and breathe out. So now we're up to the top of the circle. Let's stop here. Let's pause for a second. Let's reverse. Go backwards like you're doing a backstroke. Big wide circles with your hands. Remember to breathe. You're breathing in life force energy, and you're breathing out the dark energy that's not serving you anymore. As we're going through, we're opening the chakras up. They're just little circles of energy, and we're just going to get those, and we're just going to get this energy flowing so that it's all going for us. It's moving for us. So now I want you to take your arms. I want you to put them down to the side. Take your hands, open them up as big and wide as you can. Open them up. And then close them down into fists. And I want you to close the fist over your chest And take a deep breath in. Breathe out. Now I want you to give yourself a big hug. Just squeeze as tight as you can on the next breath. Take a deep breath in, hold tight, and release. One more time, take your hands, make them big, face palms out, away from you. And then I want you to close them up into fists. And as you close them into fists, I want you to pull them into a cross over your chest. Squeeze that chest really tight. Take a deep breath in. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Hold it and release. So now your head, you can put your arms back down to your side or wherever they're comfortable. I'm moving my head around. I'm starting to the left, and I'm going to the back, and I'm going to the right, and I'm going forward. I'm going back to the left. I'm going to the back. I'm going to the right, and then I'm going forward. And remember to do this and breathe. And we're going to do this about 3 more times. To the left, to the back, to the right, and to the forward. To the left, to the back, to the right. And if you can, try to roll your neck. Don't try to make it a stop to the left, a stop to the back, a stop to the right. Roll it to the front and to the left, to the back, and to the right. Now, when you get to the right, I want you to start going to the left and then go back to the right and go to the left. Go to the right and go to the left. Remember to keep breathing. Take deep breaths in, and you're going to release that dark energy. Keep moving your head left, right, left, right. Now, this is the final part of activating the pineal gland. Start with your head to the forward and go to the back. And when you see me in lodge and I got a drum and I'm singing, I'm always rocking like this, forward and back. And I realized that was the activation that you're seeing of the pineal gland. So you can rock yourself, you can move your head back and forth, however you want to do this. Do this 5-6 times on your own, all the while breathing. Take a deep breath in and breath out. Okay, while we're in this spot, I want you to go to a place, you can close your eyes, rest comfortably. You can start feeling your breathing is more almost controlled, but you don't have to do it. It'll just come on its own. It'll just come in and it'll go out. I want you to go to your safe place. I want you to go to a place where you absolutely love going, that you cannot not go to this place anytime that you get a chance. It could be a cabin in the woods. It could be on the mountainside. That's beautiful. It could be a cliff, like a sea cliff with blue and red skies. You could be, on the ocean as a seabird, or you could be in the trees under a big pine tree where there's a nice cool breeze coming along and there's just enough warmth that you can feel the heat of the sun and it's on your skin, but then the cool breeze cools it down. If you're on the side of the cliff, it might be precarious where you are, and so, but you can get lost in the wind of the motion of moving back and forth. And sometimes when you're looking at the water, it looks like you're moving. You might almost get a little motion sickness there. I want you to pay attention to the grass or the rocks, the air, the way it feels, the smell, the salt water, the pine, the humus underneath the pine, and that it's almost like an acidic pine dirt type of smell. I want you to take some time and just be, just make yourself familiar with this spot. Look around. Look at the grass. Look at the birds. Look at the animals. Sometimes the animals, they come and they give us messages. Those messages will be used at a later time, or they might be used now. If you can understand them now, listen to the message. Take that time. The cool breeze, the sound of the ocean, just the wind rustling the trees, all those things are getting us back in touch with nature to help us become grounded. Okay, so I want you to take a deep breath in, deep breath out. One more, life force energy in, dark energy out. Breathe in, life force energy out. So start with your head in the forward position and go backwards. And move your head in the forward position and go backwards. Again, any pain or any discomfort in your body, be aware of it and focus on it. Now take your head to the left, move it to the right, back to the left, back to the right, back to the left, back to the right. And I want you to shrug your shoulders up like, I don't know. I want you to just kind of move your arms and your head, move it in a circle, any direction you want to go. What's more important here is breathing. Breathe in and breathe out. Move your arms around and your shoulders and your head. Now take your arms and put them all the way out to the side. This is where, in this position, where we can get the most life force energy. We can take the deepest breath. So take that deep breath in and breathe out. Arms to the side. Start moving forward. Or I'm sorry, start moving backwards like you're doing a backstroke. So move in big circles as wide as you can. Big wide circles backwards. And when you get to the bottom of the circle, I want you to move up to the top and move them forward as if you're doing a breaststroke. Move your arms in the forward position like you're doing a breaststroke. And now just kind of wiggle your arms and wiggle your hands. Just kind of shake them out. Put them in front of you. Put them to the side. It doesn't matter. Move your head around. Let's get all this stuff moving around your chest. Let's get that throat chakra and that chest chakra. Let's make sure that they get all the force, all the life force energy that they need. Take a deep breath in and breathe out. So now we're in our sacral area. Let's move around and everything, your head, your chest, just get things moving around. And even if it's your blood flow that we're going to do this time, we're going to get something out of doing this. So move your arms around your chest, your stomach, and now we're into our hips and our thighs and our glutes, also known as your buttocks. Get all that stuff moving around. A lot of times we spend a lot of time sitting and all that energy becomes stagnant underneath there. So, think of if you threw a balloon, or not threw it, but you put a balloon filled with water on the table, what shape does it take? It takes the shape of the table. And all the weight is dispersed outward, and that's not the shape of the human body. So move that around. Move your stomach around and your butt around and your thighs. Tighten your thighs up. You can loosen them up. Take a deep breath in and release. So our thigh muscles, we're still our largest group, and like I said, we sit a lot wrong, and so then a lot of that energy gets stored right there and stays right there. So let's do one more time. Take a deep breath in, hold it, and release. So now our knees, let's move our knees around. And and our thigh or our calf muscles. Let's tighten them up, tighten those calf muscles up, and then release them. And then your ankles, let's move your ankles around, and let's move your feet and your ankles, and your whole body should just be kind of flowing and just, going, moving around, wiggle your fingers out. And now your toes. We're going to get to your toes. We're going to imagine that your toes have these, like, I don't know, they're like little roots coming off the tips of your toes. So I want you to pretend that those little roots, they're small, but the more you wiggle your roots, all of a sudden you can see them getting bigger and you can feel them getting bigger. Let's wiggle those toes, and it's going to be those roots become strong, and they go through the flooring, they go through the carpet, and they go through the tile, and they go through the wood. And the more you wiggle your toes, you wiggle them, you wiggle them, you wiggle them, they go through the foundation of whatever structure you're on. They're stronger than all of that, and they can just keep going and going and going. And just imagine those toes going into the earth, the cool, moist earth. The more you wiggle them, the more that earth gets around them. And just imagine that feeling, that cool earth being surrounded on your toes and your roots. And now you're rooted. And now we're grounded. So now I want you to slowly open your eyes, look around, and take in where you are and what's going on around you. If there's music playing, or if there's dogs barking, if there's nothing. Where you are, it might be absolutely quiet and still, and that might surprise you. Take it all in, take in everything where you're at. And as soon as anybody is ready, if they want to talk or they want to share their experience, you're more than welcome to do that. Actually, I would love for you to share your experience. Welcome back. Well, they left, didn't it? It looks like. Anna?
Yeah, that's why I'm reopening all the windows.
Okay. So who's in here? We have James, Tucson, Lincoln.
Audit everywhere.
Fing. Blibbits, audit everywhere. Hey guys.
Lori.
Yep. So does anybody want to share their experience? What do you think? Hey James, I'm glad you're still here. Nobody has to share, but I'm just saying, if you want to share, you know what, you're thinking like something just freaky happened and I don't know what happened and I don't even want to talk about it. And you know what, I bet you 5 other people, well, there was only 5 in here, I bet you 2 other people might have experienced the same thing.
Yeah. Oh, cool. Jim the Trucker, brother, I want to thank you. I got a knot in my neck all week, which was creating a headache. Now I'm relaxing, and it's now gone. Now it's gone.
Awesome. So this is a Tibetan singing bowl. This is also very good for smoothing out that energy, especially in your heart chakra. That's what one this one is made for. Anna got this for me as a birthday present years ago. Our grandbabies like it. If you notice, I didn't have to tap it to get it going. You can, but the energy is already there. We don't understand that our energy, we are in control of this energy. So we already have all the things that we need to have this done. So all I'm doing is just doing the motion of what the vibration is already within the bowl. I think that's important. A lot of times, a lot of people want to be the showstopper or the one, or they want to be the reason things happen, and you're not. This stuff was happening before we'd been around a long time. Any other experiences? Anything? Any questions? Something happened? Does anybody want to share who was on the side of the cliff? That was absolutely beautiful. If that's I was thinking Alaska, but I don't know. That was the red skies, the blue skies.
Oh, like Northern Lights.
No, like when the sun's setting and the skies are all purple and blue,
Yeah,
like here, but it was in the ocean, and so the cliffside was spectacular. If anybody's ever been there,
into the picture in your mind.
Yeah. So we are going to get ready. We're probably going to maybe eat something or pack another bowl. And if nobody has any other questions or any other concern, or not concerns, but you want to share some of your experiences, or you want to ask questions. We are gonna probably get ready to go on Anna's, where we can have more discussions about things that happen throughout the day and things that there's somebody I can't read.
Oh, I appreciate the time out. Thank you very much. We do have people in harm's way now, though, so I gotta run accountability for all needs of support.
Okay, go look at accountability for all. We were gonna go check that out after this afternoon anyway.
Yeah.
Accountability.
I'm definitely gonna go on tonight. I have some commentary, a critique.
There's
cool, man. Dog has me pinned down. I feel like putting limits. Pudding cool. Is a good feeling.
Yeah. Especially, you need one of those days. Just a day to freaking just let it all, whatever, let somebody else do the talking. I mean, that's why sometimes I just want to come home and just watch TV and I don't want to do anything. Just so we got to be able to get one of those days once a week at least. Especially, I think the communication difference between men and women, I think men need that more than women do.
For me, I need even more quiet. The TV is way too much sensory information that takes up way too much bandwidth. So I want even more quiet.
So there's no more questions or no more experiences anybody wants to share. We're going to shut this down, and then we're going to get ready to go to Anna's channel. What is it, 5 o'clock?
Probably in a couple hours. I mean, we want to eat, so it's 5, maybe around 7 or 8. So James is saying accountability for all is live and has police contact trying to file dereliction of duty complaints. So go ahead and head over there, everyone. We're going to shut this down and check the notifications. I'll be on in a couple of hours.
Remember the PayPal? I don't ask for anything for you to come in, but we appreciate the donations and they're helping out. We're getting closer to this car, everybody, too. And my hours have been cut. I've looked for 2 other jobs here. I might have to take 2 part-time jobs to make up for the other part-time job, but you know how all that works. You guys are all familiar with that.
Sorry, this computer's slow.
We'll put it in the description too.
It's right there. All right.
Something just popped up.
Well, I love being here. I will catch you some next Sunday other than regular pop-ups. Thank you. Enjoy your evening, Jim the Trucker.
Enjoy your week, Jim. I'm glad you came in. All right, everybody, we're going to shut this down. I forgot I'm the computer that has to shut down. So thanks for stopping in. Thanks for your support. Aho matakiase.